they have machines that'll squish pennies into a souvenir coin. These machines basically press the penny out into an oval shape and print the logo or whatever souvenir stamp they have onto the penny. When I was a child, my grandfather told me that you could place a penny on the railroad tracks and the train would run over it and squish it flat the same way. So today I decided to give that a test. Now I need to go ahead and do a disclaimer. Don't try this at home. The railroad tracks are a dangerous place. You should always stay off of the tracks. Federal law prohibits you from being on the tracks, and yes, there are railroad police that do police the tracks. I happen to have a portion of the railroad that runs behind my home and about 20 yards through the woods, and there's a railroad track. So today I put 3 pennies down on the tracks and left my GoPro sitting on one of the railroad ties, and here's what happened. I want to take a moment and describe the trains and tracks we'll be on today. We have Amtrak passenger trains, Norfolk Southern freight trains, and Kansas City Southern freight trains that come through this area. This is a portion of the Great Southern Railroad. It was built in the mid-1800s and has been upkept since then. It's still used every day, several times a day. I hear trains run by about every 20 to 30 minutes near my home. And today, a Kansas City Southern train like the one you see now is what hit the pennies. There's one. 2. Now we're just going to take a look at these up close and see what exactly became of these pennies. These are the pennies that I recovered from the tracks. The 3rd penny I was unable to find, but I'm going to go ahead and take a closer look at these pennies and see what became of them. This is one of the pennies. I'm not sure exactly the order in which they were laying on the tracks, but there's just no markings on it to identify it as a penny. You can see how flat it is now. There's nothing at all. It just looks like a copper colored piece of flat metal. It's got an interesting part here that's bent. I'm not sure if that just happened to roll off the side as it was crushed or what. It looks like almost a little lip of the penny is still in there. Other than that, there's just nothing here that would identify this as a penny. Let's see if I can bend it. Yeah, it's pretty flexible now. And then the other one, the other penny, you can see it has some scratch marks from the tracks. There were several grooves in the tracks that I guess dug into this. This one is a more uniform shape, but there's still no markings that would identify this as a penny. It's also very thin. And on the back side, you can kind of see that it was a penny. It's stretched, but you can see a little bit of the Abe Lincoln Monument there. And there's a little bit of letters here that say 1 cent. But aside from that, you can't really identify this as a penny. It's cool that the back side actually kept a little bit of the lip intact that was on the penny. So that right there is what the weight of a train does to a penny. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I upload several times a week. If you have any suggestions for other things that I could leave on the tracks that would not damage anything, obviously I'm not going to do anything that would be unsafe, leave it in the comments below, and I'd love to hear your suggestions. Thanks for watching.